In the past 2 years, my rent has gone up almost 400. So that's a lot. Because I don't just work at the convention center. Whatever the temporary agencies have for me, I will work it just to try to make ends meet. There are many cities in this country that at least has a living wage increase. We haven't even had that. So that in itself is reason just to strike. And that's why I'm all for the strike. What I want to see is that we at least get the increase of living expenses that we should be getting. Our responsibilities at these jobs decrease because of the influx of hiring. If they don't hire, we have to, just to help the company get to the standards that they are supposed to.
Workers are getting hammered right now by inflation, and especially things like rent. There's groceries and there's gas, but there's one thing that costs way more than that, and that's rent. And our folks' rent went up $300 to $500 a month across the board, and folks, they are struggling. Well, every company cut really quick during the pandemic and found out that they were able to get folks to do two jobs, and now they want to keep it that way because the profits are up, but they can't, it's not sustainable. And the workers at the convention center have said that we're not going to be second class, we're going to be first class workers. So that means wages that are first class wages like the rest of the city, and in some areas they're between $4 and $5 an hour less, and that's not going to stand.
So overall, we've seen pretty robust growth across most of our industries, and every industry in the state is currently actually seeing employment growth over the last year. I think inflation definitely hits different areas of the economy in different ways. There's areas that can be really volatile and areas that maybe don't move around quite so much. Food and energy historically tend to have much higher rates of swing, and so you could see that potentially showing up in, say, food service and drinking places. This is an area that's been growing pretty fast, especially within the leisure sector of the state. But obviously, they're a little bit more exposed to swings in food prices compared to, say, a car mechanic.